The most dangerous 155 miles on the planet. Maybe not that much longer. Take a look at this. This is... I often have a tendency to focus on bad stuff that's happened around the world, but this is something that's good. Take a look at this. North and South are moving along with the peace process. And as they move along with the peace process, they've made certain agreements between each other. One of those agreements, in addition to pulling up landmines, they've increased the cooperation in regards to goods and services that are going across the border. But they've also agreed to destroy various outposts across the demilitarized zone. Now, this goes all the way back to 1945, and for the most part, it's left untouched since then. I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the United States still has 50,000 troops over there. The most dangerous place on the planet. But maybe not for long. This is actually good news. This is a peace process that's taken effect. What they say, you get more from honey than you do from brute force and weapons and guns and missiles. I don't think that's the exact saying, but it's true anyway. So the guard posts are inside the 248-kilometer wide border called the DMZ, Demilitarized Zone. Unlike its name, the world's most heavily fortified border with an estimated 2 million landmines planted in or near the zone. The area had been a site of violence and bloodshed since 1945 divisions of the Korean Peninsula. Civilians need special government approval before entering the zone. The Koreas each agreed to dismantle or disarm 11 of their guard posts by the end of this month before jointly verifying the destruction next month. South Korea has 60 posts inside the demilitarized zone. Inside the demilitarized, guarded by layers of barbed wire and manned by troops with machine guns. North Korea has an estimated 160 such posts. Under the September agreements, the Koreas are disarming the shared border village of Panmunjom and clearing mines away from another demilitarized area, where they plan the first joint searches for the Korean war dead. They've also halted live fire exercises at the border. This is great. This is good. The deals are among a set of steps they've taken since the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un reached out to Seoul and Washington early this year with a vague commitment to nuclear disarmament. The fast improving inter-Korea ties have raised worries among many in South Korea and the United States, as global diplomacy on the North's nuclear weapons program has produced little recent progress. Yeah, but that was a ridiculous standard anyway. I guess what I'm saying is North Korea wanted to get nuclear weapons because it was terrified that the United States was going to attack it. The nuclear weapons at this point was a deterrent. It wasn't necessarily an offensive weapon. The saber rattling that was taking place from the standpoint of those live fire drills and all this other stuff, you can understand that if you're in a country, even if you want to call it a puppet dictatorship, whatever you want to call it, that the people who are in power want to stay in power. And pursuant to wanting to stay in power, they don't want their country destroyed and obliterated. They can look across the world and see what happened to Gaddafi when he gave up those weapons. Not to mention, we killed, what, 1/5 of their population. We may not remember it. They remember it. They are soaking in that reality where they consider these other forces to be hostile and they can take them over at any particular time. No, they got a nuclear weapon as a deterrent. You may be able to take me out, but I can bite you while you do it. No, it's not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. And yes, all things being equal, I prefer that North Korea didn't have that nuclear weapon. But it is unreasonable to expect them to give up their one ace in the hole, or the thing that makes them feel relatively safe. That said, this is good. And I'm sorry, I'm stopped up. My wife has had a cold and she passed it on to me apparently. This is good. I wouldn't poo-poo this. This is good. Allow peace to flourish. At the very least, they're trying to make closer ties. I would wager that those closer ties is a better way of getting what you want, as opposed to this brute force. I'm going to use my fist to bash your face in. Good luck with that. That hasn't worked. Maybe this will. So, I don't think anybody's going to be here this early. Okay, there are a few. Who's taking care of your dogs while you're away? So my mom has one dog, and Aisha's mom has one dog. The 80-pound lap dog is going with my mom. I mean, the 80-pound lap dog is going with Aisha's mom. So, all right, I'm not gonna keep this one. Bo is a better dog. That's Beau. Bo is the easier dog to manage. Let's say it that way. Even though he's the one that's 80 pounds. Pitsu is all over the place and fidgety. And because Pitsu is all over the place and fidgety, you have to pay constant attention to him. It's like he's like always in your mind, because you're like, that dog is going to eat something and kill himself. Bo, as long as he has a couch and as long as he's fed, he's good. But again, as long as he has a couch, as long as he's fit. Bo issues cause problems, to be honest. But we're working it out. Anyway, this is good. They're dismantling their, you could say, their military stances and allowing peace to flourish. So, Alan is here. Alright guys, if you enjoy the content, please feel free to share, like, subscribe. You can always support through Patreon. I'm going to have shows all throughout the day, so please stay tuned. Thanks all.